In the next 8 years, as that adolescent matured into early adulthood, my role continued to change. We exploded with new offices and new and untrained staff, and my major role was teaching and training all those people. All of them so compassionate and so dedicated and so clueless. I was known to be rather cranky during those years, but to be honest, I wasn't a very good teacher. I was clueless too. A teacher who says, "Do as I say, copy me," may get people by in the short term, but it's not effective in the long run. The leaders in the different offices were able to grow with me as we worked together, and as I began to slowly learn how to translate more effectively what I had learned from my long career as a counselor in private practice and as a mentor to summer search kids. Philip Roth, the writer, once wrote, "If you are going to have a creative life, you must have the courage to lose your way." Every single one of you here knows exactly what that quote means, and summer search has certainly been very creative. It was also during those 8 years that my husband of 40 years lapsed into the devastating illness called Alzheimer's. I spoke to you guys last year about this and its effect on me. So many of you have been so concerned and continue to ask me how I am and how things are going, and I thank you for that. I would particularly like to thank Bob Friend, the president of the San Francisco board, who's here tonight, for his enduring kindness and friendship. My husband is continuing to get worse, but he's well taken care of in a home, and I'm finding ways to begin my life over again. You guys have taught me a lot about resiliency. Today, we now have a teaching and training team of 3 incredible people who are creating systems and specific methods of training to replace the more hit-or-miss system called Linda. That team is led by an alumni you all know, Stacy, who brings an organized mind and a keen intellect that is already creating much greater and faster awareness in young staff on how to mentor kids. She is joined by Janice Yang, former director of the New York office, and Emily Edwards, formerly director of the Boston office. As you know, each one of you, I love you guys, and I love this program. I feel that I can continue to contribute by helping the teaching and training team, and occasionally joining different offices at specific important moments, like interviewing. I can't imagine not ever doing another interview, just like I can't imagine not being part of Summer Search. But I will no longer run or manage any aspect of the program. As we become more well-known, as founder, I will do what I never really wanted to do, and that is become the public face, the voice, the storyteller, and I fully intend to be on Oprah one day soon. I'm working on a book that will hopefully make a contribution to how people see mentoring and what effective mentoring is really like, and some of you guys are in it. To conclude, we have a wonderful evening ahead. I want to share with you what I have learned over the past 2 decades. First, I have learned to let go, give up control, and get bigger. And that when you do that, the people around you are able to get bigger too. Can you imagine, had I said no that night to Jay or to Catherine? I have learned that the central values that were so essential to me and are at the heart and soul of Summer Search can be replicated. The three most important to me are: mentors can be taught to hold kids accountable for their growth and also for their lack of growth. Mentors can be taught to move in rather than away from emotional moments. And mentors can be taught to confront rather than ignore unhealthy behaviors. This process is freeing for everyone it touches. I have now watched young staff grow just in the ways that you grew in the program, finding their own voice and becoming aware of who they are down deep. This is the magic of Summer Search, and I believe this is what really counts in life. So, who is going to take the young adult called Summer Search to full maturity? Not me. And down the line, hopefully a long way down the line, not even Jay. It will be you and the emerging leadership from the alumni community. Your commitment, your presence, your guidance here at the summit is part of an ongoing process called ownership. We have demonstrated this program creates long-term change, and not just change, but actual transformation. You and the other alumni who could not attend the summit are validation of that fact and proof. As you participate, own, and eventually lead our growth as we become a true national presence, there will be many people behind you. Tomorrow, it's exciting to contemplate what Summer Search is actually going to look like in the coming decade. Tonight, our opportunity is to connect with a community of like-minded people, to connect, to celebrate, to appreciate ourselves, and to honor the journey that we have been on together, as well as think of the path ahead. I love you very much. Thank you.